Let's make the best soft beer pretzels you've ever had. Grab your favorite beer and warm it up on the stove, or if you're like me, use your tea kettle to get it to 105 degrees Fahrenheit exactly. Yes, this is not my favorite beer, but I'm working on another video that involves this beer. More on that later. Once you reach the appropriate temperature, pour it in a bowl and then share 1 tablespoon of yeast with the bowl and a little bit with the counter. And also add a tablespoon of sugar to the bowl. After your yeast mixture has activated for 5 to 7 minutes, then turn on some music and start to jam just as I am here. Then add your yeast mixture to the 4 cups of all-purpose flour that I clearly forgot to mention before. After that, mix your life away until it becomes somewhat of a solid ball of dough. Flour your surface as if you're light dependent on it like me, then begin kneading your dough. If your dough is too sticky, just add a little bit more flour as you see me do here to adjust accordingly. Continue kneading and add more flour if you need. Funny story here. When I was editing this clip of the video, I thought I sped this scene up because I was playing with special effects, but this is actually me forming this dough in real time. And okay, back to business. Once done, grab some olive oil and oil up a large bowl and place your soon-to-be pretzel in the bowl. Make sure to add a touch of oil to the dough as well too. Next, we will measure out 80 grams of baking soda. Mass does matter here for preciseness, so yes, 80 grams, nothing more, nothing less. I'll explain the reason for this baking soda in a second. For now, let's get back to the dough because I think it's ready. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. You may find this two-handed method works well for rolling. See, this right here is exactly why we flour the surface well. Luckily, I was able to overcome it, but you will want to keep the middle of your roll thick and slim the outer portion, but not too much. The left side is ideal here, but I almost regretted the right side. To be honest, this is my second time rolling out the dough. Grab the 2 ends, twist them twice, and then fold them over the base of your pretzel. Once you have them folded over the base, maybe kind of tuck the ends under the pretzel to give you a little bit more stability. And just keep watching as I'm doing this. Tuck it just like that under there. It's kind of, what's the word? I wouldn't say meticulous, but more so delicate. No, really, the pretzel can be flimsy when placing it on your oven rack, so I do want you to be careful when you're doing that. Once that's complete, heat up a wide saucepan to about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. You should be able to leave your finger in it without it burning you. Next, pour your baking soda in and stir until it's homogeneous. After that, carefully dunk in your pretzel in the pan and submerge it, and immediately, and I mean immediately, pull it out. Do not let it sit. No, seriously, it gets dunked for 1 second. I actually forgot to record this scene, and that's my fault. I think my battery died, or I think I just completely forgot to hit record. It was one of the two. The alkalinity of the baking soda will help you achieve the golden brown color. Some people use food-based lye, but baking soda is another great option. Once done dunking, proceed to place your pretzel on the lined baking sheet and toss it in the oven for approximately 10 to 15 minutes, or until you achieve that beautiful golden brown color. Here we're going to make the Lazy Man cinnamon honey butter. Start with half a stick unsalted and softened butter, 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, 2 teaspoons of honey, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt. I forgot to soften mine, that's why you saw me add melted butter. Once you have all of them together, give it a good whip and throw it in the fridge to give it some firmness. Now time for the lemon honey butter. This is really the exact same method except there's no vanilla extract or cinnamon. Just squeeze, I'd say about 1/4 of a teaspoon of lemon. Be careful adding too much lemon because you could water down your butter, and nobody wants watered down butter. When your pretzels are ready, remove them from the oven and let them cool in a rack. Once they've cooled, baste melted butter over the top and sprinkle coarse sea salt. You can actually baste your pretzel prior to the oven with an egg and sprinkle sea salt if you'd like it to stick better. If you're a sucker for cinnamon sugar pretzels like me, then gather 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Mix it and give it a sprinkle over your warm buttered pretzel. Be liberal with your cinnamon sugar and shake off any excess. Congratulations, you now have your own oversized pretzels to enjoy at home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.